Hello, I'm Glenn Toby. I'm a Springfar Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The focus on this 5-minute talk on distress healing is on patience. Now, I have been working on this path, all summer long. It's a little bit, about a 20 by 20, plot of ground in the front of my house. So there's some pathways, room for some garden and flowers. There's kind of a bench, a little place to pause, reflect. It really is. I had that vision in my mind. However, bit by bit by bit, I don't have all the time just to work on it all the time. So neighbors or people have walked by in the street as I'm working on it. They say, "Wow, you really have a lot of patience and persistence to keep on going." And I thank them. I say, that's true. However, it's kind of like joking back. If I had more skill, I would be done with this project already. So patience and skill does have a relationship. So the more skill, maybe the more ease you do something. The less skill, the more you kind of have the push. So really, patience really is understanding the task. It's having an acceptance of the task and the time it would take to do that. So really, in the distress, really understanding really is a tool of healing. So the more that the understanding is there about the project, the more it impacts your own life. So I can already notice a little bit on some of my paths, they have marks of the impatience where I rush things. I really wanted to get this piece done. So it has a mark of impatience to it. The other parts of this so far really has marks of patience. I look at it and go, wow, that's really beautiful. Wow, that's really beautiful. Now, if you came to my house, and visited, you see other places in my yard or in my house, my home projects of painting and stuff, you'll see what? Some marks of impatience in the projects that I've done. Because I didn't really fully understand maybe the task, accept of the task, and to come at peace with the task. So I also have tasks when I have some home projects to do. There's a store called Menards. Really it's a big box store. It's got lots of stuff, nails and screws and lumber and all that kind of stuff. So before I attempt to do a job at home, I kind of think, is this a 1 trip to Menards, 2 trips to Menards, 3 trips to Menards, or 4 trips to Menards? It's almost I prepare myself with an understanding of the task rather than thinking, oh, I can just do this, no problem. No, I prepare myself. So by the time I made my 4th trip to Menards, and I'm really good friends with the clerks there, because, oh, the guy's been here the 4th time, then it's really an understanding. It's not like a loss of patience. It's just understanding that this is what the task is. It is so important to work on that understanding of what's going on. A little bit of the sadness, if I move it beyond, a project like a path or a garden, or move beyond a painting, I notice in my partner, or my children, or my co-workers, or in committee meetings, from me, the marks of my impatience upon them. Where I didn't understand maybe the task, and I rushed it with wanting to finish. So the persistence is important, the patience is important, but the understanding of the task, so you're not moving beyond that. It is so powerfully important. So the idea of the patience, it really has a purposeful focus. What is it that I'm trying to do with this, or in a relationship with someone else? What is the purpose of this? So then the patience comes, really with understanding, what I need to do. And then therefore, the marks of impatience, whether it's in a painting project or a gardening project, or in individuals, in relationships, diminish. And actually then the marks of impatience upon my own soul, are also not wounding me. Thank you for listening.